All right, so this is great. This is great. This is very entertaining. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Remember, do your own research. So let's do. I like the idea of doing this recap real quick, because that's what it's all about. It's like let's get down. Let's roll up our sleeves and find out what it's really all about. Okay. So you got career politicians pander to the working and middle class. Career politicians pander to the middle and working class, generally. Mainstream media, same thing. Panders to the middle and working class. Same thing. Okay. But now we have this great alternative media, right? What do? Pander to the middle and working class. Oh, wow. Weird. I feel like I'm getting some pattern recognition going on here. I think I'm seeing something that no one else is seeing. So we got career politicians throughout history, at least in the last 50 years. What do career politicians do? Pander to the middle and working class. Huh. Weird. Okay. Now let's look at mainstream media. What does mainstream media do? Panders to the middle and working class. Like, can anybody argue otherwise? Can anybody say, Angry Hobo, you're wrong? Career politicians they don't just pander to the middle and working class. Can anybody say that politicians do not pander to the middle and working class? Like, that's their target constituent, is the middle class and the working class. They're not going out campaigning about all the wonderful stuff they're going to do for the upper class. You ever see that? You ever see politicians pandering to the upper class? No. Do you ever see the politicians pandering to the lower classes? No. Do you ever see the politicians pandering to the middle and working class? Yeah, all the time. Wow. Okay. And then mainstream media is the same. You ever see mainstream media pander to the upper classes? Generally, no. Generally, the mainstream media is all about the people. That's the whole facade. We're about the people. What people? Well, the middle and working class, of course. Oh, so mainstream media, oh, that's not true. Like, look at all the Holly weirdos. Yeah, they all pander to the middle and working class. Oh, let's do movies about the working class. Let's do movies where we have all these middle and working class people as the main characters. You ever see movies about homelessness? Yeah, I saw that one movie one time. Oh, that one movie. Yeah. So I'm saying, generally speaking, I'm not talking about like splitting hairs. 0.001% of all movies depict a homeless person like in the movie they live. No, you don't understand. I'm talking in a general sense. Mainstream media panders exclusively to the working and middle class. Wow, well, that's crazy. See, we got politicians and mainstream media, career politicians and mainstream media, like perpetually and consistently pander to the working and middle class. Is that because they care about the working and middle class? No. Well, it depends on who you ask. So anyways, wow, so here's a little bit of pattern recognition, right? Both career politicians and mainstream media have that in common, is that they pander exclusively, in a general way, to only the working and middle class. Fair observation to make, right? Okay, But now we have the alternative media. Right, yeah. And so, well, let's look at some of the greats in the alternative media that are, what are they doing? Pandering to the middle and working class. Wow! No, that can't be true. How many hours of videos do I have to watch before I can confirm whether or not, in a general sense, the so-called alternative alt-tech media does the same thing that career politicians and mainstream media does, which is pander to the middle and working class. How many videos do I have to watch before I can come to a general conclusion as to whether or not alt and new tech media panders to the middle and working class? Because the reason I'm asking is because, like I said, I'm psychic. I can read your mind. I already can hear what you're thinking is, that's not true. The new and alt-tech media doesn't pander to the middle and working class. That's why it's called new tech and alternative tech. It's different than mainstream media. It's different than career politicians. Yes, maybe career politicians do pander to the middle and working class. Yes, Angry Hobo. I'm not going to necessarily disagree with you on that. And maybe you're right. Yes, you could be right that the mainstream media in a general way panders mostly to the working and middle class, yeah. But new tech is different. That's why they call it new tech and alt tech. You're wrong, Angry Hobo. New tech and alt tech does not pander to the middle and working class. Just watch Crow House or Richie from Boston or TrueStream Media or Really Graceful, or go down the list of all the greats, all the relevant ones. We won't even get into all the irrelevant ones. Oh, so you're saying that new tech and alt tech does not pander exclusively in a general way to the working and middle class. You're saying so yeah. Well, see, this is the thing is, I don't see any difference between new tech and alt tech. I don't see any difference between them and mainstream media and like career politicians. They all do the same thing. They pander to the middle and working class. But why would they do that, Angry Hobo? Because those are the people that are dumb enough to fucking give them money for their fucking snake oil content. They're playing the fucking working and middle class. The same reason that career politicians pander to middle and working class. To fucking play them like a deck of cards. The same reason mainstream media panders to the middle and working class. Again, how many Richie from Boston videos do I have to watch before I can confirm that yes, Richie from Boston exclusively panders to the middle and working class? How many Richie from Boston videos does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? I've seen enough Richie from Boston to know he panders to the middle and working class, okay? And it's no different with the Corbett Report, Really Graceful, TrueStream Media, and the list goes on and on. It's all the same. And so then, see, because I'm psychic, I can already hear what some people are saying in their mind is like, yeah, haha, they've spiraled down into incomprehensible demoralization, where they just decided, oh yeah, That's right, Angry Hobo. Now I'm going to laugh at you because, yeah, nobody cares about homelessness. That thing that you're always talking about, nobody cares. Ha ha. True stream media doesn't care. Ha ha. Mainstream media doesn't care. Ha ha. Maybe there's a reason that politicians don't care about the homeless and the low echelons. Maybe there's a reason that mainstream media doesn't care about the low echelons. Ha ha. Maybe there's a reason that new and alt tech. Maybe there's a reason. Ha ha. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's just whatever I want to make up the rules as I go along. I'll argue that Angry Hobo's wrong until I realize he's right, and then I'll just laugh and be like, haha, that's right. Nobody cares about what you're talking about. Ha ha. But see, the thing is that the joke is on you, because if they're genociding the homeless, well, why would you think that they're not going to come for you? Because you think that you're more special than homeless. See, that's the joke. That's what's funny. You can laugh all you want. Yeah. I don't share your laughter because I don't want to see you get genocided. But apparently you're too dense to see the relevance in anything. And then when they come for you, then you're going to be crying. And then you're going to be wondering why I don't care that they're coming for you. And I'm going to be like, well, you never cared about anybody but yourself, and all you did was laugh at me when I talked about homelessness. And the whole reason I'm talking about homelessness is because if they're doing this to the homeless, they're coming for all of you next. Don't you understand this? Ha ha, Angry Hobo is so stupid. Listen to this guy. Ha ha. Well, first of all, this is for entertainment purposes only, because to me, this is entertaining. To me, it's entertaining to watch. I mean, I don't like to say this but there's a lot of truth to it. To witness the folly of fools, unfortunately, is kind of entertaining. And this is what I see it all the time, you know. Ha ha! Let's do bum fights. Fuck those homeless. Look, this guy's talking about homeless. Ha ha! He's a dummy. Ha ha! Then the lockdowns come, and then they go from laughing to crying. You know, now all of a sudden they're crying, and they're victims and stuff of the great conspiracy is victimizing them. And I'm like, well, dude, that's the whole reason I've been saying all this since like 2008 or 2009. And all you did was laugh at me. And I was trying to warn you that this is already happening. And if they're doing it to this group of people, they're going to come for you next. Ha ha, listen to that. He's so stupid. Yeah, then it happens then it happens. Lockdowns, COVID, all this shit. And then everybody starts crying about their rights and everything and all upset. And I'm just like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? Except for I can keep talking about it. I can say, well, look, dude, I'm trying to tell you, they're playing you, man. All media is the same. They're playing all you people by pandering to the working and middle class. And nobody will ever listen. And that's okay. I don't care. It's entertainment. This is for entertainment purposes only. Take what you want, leave the rest. I could care less. You know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Any and everything that I'm saying could be wrong. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Do your own research on homelessness. If you don't believe me, like, do your own research on this stuff. Again, that's why I asked the question. How many Richie from Boston videos does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Like, how much of all this fucking content do I have to watch before I can conclude and say, dude, all of this media, all it is pandering to the middle and working class, just like mainstream media does, and just like career politicians do. And you're expecting me to take this media serious when it's doing the exact same thing that mainstream media has done all these years and career politicians have done all these years. So how can you expect me to take any of it serious when it's doing the exact same thing? It panders to the middle and working class, ignores the poor and homeless, and points fingers all day at the evil ruling elite. That's been this is like this sleight of hand trick is as old as fucking dirt, dude. It's older than me, and I'm 50 years old. Like, how many times do I have to keep pointing this out before people are see it? But they don't, and that's okay, because this is for entertainment purposes only. I only talk about this because it's entertaining to talk about, you know? I think it's super funny, all these people, they just drinking all this Jim Jones Kool-Aid, you know? And then it backfires in their face after they fucking, mocked me and said, I'm just a crazy conspiracy theorist, right? And then it blows up in their face. When the whole point of me saying this was to warn them about it. And then I end up being right, and it still doesn't matter. Then everything is my fault. Oh, I'm a Mossad agent all of a sudden. I love this. Like, this is like so fucking, it's like, wow, bro. Does it get any fucking more crazy than that? Can you believe it, right? So, it's like, whatever. So check it out. So, everybody's pandering to the middle and working class to steal all their money. And the majority of the middle and working class, they're too stupid to see it. And the majority of the working and middle class are the ones that are pulling all the levers and pushing all the buttons for the fucking Illuminati and the whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. The working and middle class are the ones taking all the marching orders. And then the middle and working class are believing all the lies that the middle and working class are just innocent victims of the great conspiracy. And so then they're crying of like, their tears of like, all the suffering that they're enduring because they're just working and middle class innocent people that are being victimized by the ruling elite, just like the Gamma as illustrated in the book, Brave New World. I mean, and the other thing that's very interesting to me is it's all the same. Like, you have all these non-political commentators, like Richie from Boston. Oh, he's all against all politics. It's two wings of the same bird. Really graceful, the same. Oh, like it's totally two wings of the same bird, like totally. The Corbett Report. Yes, it is two wings of precisely the same bird. Yeah. Crow House. Crow House. It's don't you know, it's two wings of the same bird. When is people going to wake up from all of this? Okay? So you got all these, like, apolitical commentary people, like Really Graceful, Richie from Boston, all the greatest hits, right? And they all do the exact same thing that career politicians do. What's that, you ask? Pander to the middle and working class. It's all the same. It's all the same. It doesn't matter if you're non-political, because you're fucking doing the same shit that the political people are doing. What is all the political people? Styx Hexenhammer, Mark Dice, all these political people, what do? Pander to the middle and working class. The middle and the working class are all victims of of Biden's regime, right? What's Crow House and then Richie from Boston doing? Oh, all the fucking middle and working class are all the innocent victims of the great conspiracy with the two wings of the same bird and everything. Dude, it's all the same. It's like the pot calling the kettle black when a so-called self-proclaimed apolitical person is pointing the finger at the political person, because they're a mirror of each other. The apolitical does the same thing that the political person does. What's that again, you ask? Pander to the middle and working class. That's all of this is. Again, in India, they call it a caste system. In the USA, they call it a class system. a tomato. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, you know. I don't know. What do you want me to say? You want me to lie to you? So, you know, and I could go on and on. I could really just continue on and on. I mean, I'm just doing like pumping out video after video, like, because this never ends. And like the majority of all people, they're just useful idiots. They're useful idiots. They perpetuate all of this because, like, working in middle class like to be pandered to because it makes them feel special. Oh, I'm glad that this political party is addressing, you know, the middle and working class because I'm working middle class. So finally, a political party that cares about me, you know. They like being pandered to. Oh, Richie from Boston is talking, what he's saying is so relevant to me. I feel so special, you know. I should send Richie from Boston an email and tell him how much I appreciate all the great work he's done. Maybe I'll find out if he's got a GoFundMe and give him some money. Same with the church. The church is no different. The preacher tells the congregation what the congregation wants to hear. And it's so touching to the congregation. Like, they love it. They feel so special. And so then the basket comes around and it's like, oh, I'm supposed to put money in here? Oh, okay. It's the same with True Stream Media, Really Graceful. All they do is pander to the middle and working class because it's a scam. It's a fucking pyramid scam. And all these useful idiots that are working in middle class that pull the levers and push the buttons for the ruling elite believe all of this garbage that you see. The reason that Richie from Boston and Really Graceful and True Stream Media and all these people won't talk about what I'm talking about is because of fiscal reasons, financial reasons. Because they're criticizing their own audience. And their own audience is gonna fucking, you know, flip on him. It's gonna say, fuck you. This True Stream Media shit sucks. This sucks. This sucks, right? Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes. As you can see, I'm entertained. Like, this is mostly is for my entertainment purposes. I don't care if you're entertained or not. If you're not entertained, don't watch this fucking channel. You know? It's only for entertainment purposes only. And I'm not talking about any one specific person. When I'm referring to Richie from Boston's audience, I'm not talking about one particular individual in Richie from Boston's audience. No, it's all the whole audience. They're all like that. They're all just brain dead. They're like, I'm so glad Richie from Boston is telling me that I'm an innocent victim of the you know, like, this is the way the whole thing works. The same with career politicians, do the same thing. And then they're adored. They're like, oh my gosh, all the working middle class are like, oh, I love this politician. He's like speaking directly to me, you know. It's all the same. The preacher at the church, oh, I love this preacher. He's just like speaking directly to me. It's almost like he's talking to me. Oh my God. And it's the same with the Corbett report. They're pandering to the middle and working class, you dumb fucks that don't see it. But again, I could be wrong. Any and everything I say could be wrong. So do your own research. How many Corbett report videos do I have to watch to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? You know? Before I can claim through observance that yes, in a general sense, that's what they're doing. Whenever they talk about some conspiracy, they're always relating it to the middle and working class. They're never ever tying it in with the homeless or not. Like all these homeless people breathe chemtrails too. all these homeless people are drinking fluoridated water too, and their shit is even more poisoned. You want to talk about like GMOs and poisoning the food? What kind of fucking food do you think they're serving at the food banks, you dumb fucks? But this doesn't matter to the general populace of the working and middle class. Why does it not matter? It's not because they're all brainwashed into thinking that they're somehow better than other people, is it? No. No. It can't be that, because that's what's so wonderful about being a Gamma, is that you're not too stupid or too bright. You're just right. It's the ruling elite that are the evil ones, and those evil homeless people that are pooping all over the place in the San Francisco streets. Those are the bad people. The working and middle class, they're all innocent, says Richie from Boston, and Really Graceful, and True Stream Media, and Crow House, and career politicians, and mainstream media, and all media says that. Wow, what a discovery I'm making here. Kind of like someone who studies trees. It's like, why would you care about trees? And then that person studying trees finds a cure for cancer accidentally through the study of trees. And then he tries to tell the people, what do? I don't care about trees. There's babies' body parts flying all over in Israel. Why do I give a fuck about what you're saying? Well, there goes the cure for cancer. Oh well, who cares? Might as well fucking light up another cigarette, right? Fuck it. Who cares? There's way more important things than the cure for cancer, right? We got babies' body parts flying in Israel. Or whatever the story is. There's always some story like that, isn't there? Some baby's body parts or some kind of body parts are just flying everywhere. People are just exploding it. Right? So people are just internally combusting, and their heads are exploding all over the place, all over the world. They're dropping like flies. Homeless people are shitting all over in the beautiful streets of the wonderful taxpayer funded cities, and the president is the Antichrist, and what else is going on? The working and middle class are just innocent victims of all of this conspiracy. That's what else is going on. Don't you know? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that it's mostly just the working and middle class that are the innocent victims. I didn't know this. I didn't know that the majority of all the victims of the Great Conspiracy are all the working and middle class. I didn't know this. Is there any proof? Because I hear this a lot, but I always laugh at it because I find it hilarious. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Like I said in my disclaimer, I could, all these things that I'm saying, I could be wrong. Do your own research. Yeah. Anyways, I'm so glad we have alternative media and new media now. The new media. I'm so glad. Because now we're being told the truth, right? Right? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Who cares, right? Who cares? Right, exactly my point. Who cares, right? That's my point. Like, who cares? I don't know, man. Some people just want to watch the world burn, you know what I mean?